Hello! In the previous video, we visited the beautiful city of Burgos in the region of Castile and Leon, and from there, we went to the region of Asturias. If I had to paint Asturias in one color, I would definitely choose green. It is a paradise located on the shores of the Bay of Biscay with magnificent mountains, picturesque beaches, villages that seem frozen in time, and many other beauties. I assure you, after watching this video, you will fall in love with the region of Spain. We entered Asturias through the Negron Tunnel. This tunnel has a bad reputation, and now you will see why. So we're almost at the end of the tunnel. We're attentive, we're focused. Look, it already says it's gonna be foggy. People have started to slow down, and yes, it's quite clear that we're entering the province of Asturias. Oh my god, where is the sun? Attention everyone, there's a sign. We are in the province of Asturias. That's it, gentlemen, summer's over. It's time to turn on the windshield wipers. Our first stop is Hijon. The history of this city dates back to Roman times, when it was one of the largest ports in the country. Today, it is the industrial and tourist capital of the region. Well, we continue our journey and today we are in Hijon. In the mornings, the beach is very lively. Older people come here to do aerobics. Thanks to its location on the coast of the Cantabrian Sea, beautiful Hijon cannot fail to boast about its beaches. The most beautiful of them is San Lorenzo, which is shaped like a seashell and bordered by a 3-kilometer promenade that ends at the Church of San Pedro. Let's go for a walk to that church. It is one of the most important buildings in Hijon, built between 1945 and 1955. Unfortunately, the old 15th century building that used to be there was destroyed during the Civil War. From here, you can see the Church of San Pedro up close. I was told that there is a little rivalry and that the people from Oviedo like to remind the people from Gijón that they have a cathedral in their city, and in Gijón, they only have a small church. To which the Gijón locals respond, "That's true, but we have something you don't, the sea." In 2001, the wedding of the bullfighter Cayetano Rivera Ordóñez and the model Blanca Romero took place here. We continue our walk to the monument called Praise to the Horizon. This is a giant sculpture that is actually a loudspeaker which amplifies the noise of the sea. We're almost there and I'm very curious to see if it's true that you can hear the sound of the sea inside. A little earlier, I was shooting a video and talking about it on camera, and the local came up to me and told me that it was true and that the sculpture was incredible and we should visit it. The Praise to the Horizon sculpture was built so that when you stand right in the center of it and look out to the sea, you can hear the waves of the Bay of Biscay crashing against the rocks. Well, we finally made it to the sculpture. Let's finally check to see if it's true that you can hear the sound of the sea. Yes, it is. It sort of amplifies the sound of the sea waves. It's like kind of magic. The artist behind this monument is known for his love of combining architectural art with nature, and he has another monument built in a location specially chosen so that it will one day fall into the ocean and become part of it. From Gijón, we headed to Lastres, a village considered to be one of the most beautiful in Spain. There, we stopped for lunch at a good restaurant where we tasted Asturian fabada, the traditional bean stew of the region, and Asturian cider, the most common drink of the region. In Asturias, cider must always be poured from high up. We've just had lunch at La Rula restaurant and the food was delicious. Lunch helped us regain our strength, so we decided to go on a little adventure and discover some deserted beaches along the Asturian coastline, of which there are an incredible number. And one of the main features of Asturias is the almost deserted beaches. For example, look at this one. What a beautiful beach. I'm sorry, but our guide won't let me tell you the name of this beach. He says it's a secret beach and that he doesn't want people to start coming here. But just between us, the beach is near the town of Riva de Sella. And the best thing about this beach is how the golden orange color of the sand blends with the green of the mountains. Look how beautiful it is. The next day, we continued our fascinating journey through Spain and came to Cangas de Onís. We are in a town of Cangas de Onís, which in the year 722 was the first capital of Spain after the Muslims had been expelled from the Iberian Peninsula. The first thing that catches your eye when you find yourself in the square in the center of the city is its artisan market. I'm in the main town square, and there's a market where you can buy traditional farm products that make you drool. This is real food. No GMOs, preservatives, or anything else. Market day is once a week, and you can buy all kinds of local products here. And here's the famous local cheesecake, Quesada Pasiega. Throughout the market, there are panels with quotations of important historical figures who mentioned this market in their speeches many years ago. Look, for example, here is a quote from 1572 written by Ambrosio Morales, the chronicler of Philip II. And we continue our tour of this city in the direction of the Roman Bridge, which I was told has a giant cross hanging underneath it. And here we are at the Roman Bridge. What impresses tourists the most is this cross, the Asturian Cross of Pelayo. But don't confuse it with the original one, because that is in Oviedo. This one is out in the open, and if it was the original one, it would be very easy to steal. Our driver told me that salmon fishing is very popular in this river. Too bad there's so little water right now. Otherwise, I would definitely have jumped off the bridge into the river for you.
Hola. Eso se merece un aplauso.
We're on the bridge itself, and there's a sign that says that the last time the bridge was repaired was as far back as 1876. Who would have thought? And this is a monument commemorating the Battle of Covadonga, where the Muslims were defeated. It was followed by the founding of the capital of the Kingdom of Asturias, which later became the first capital of all of Spain. We continue our journey, and the next place, in my opinion, was the most interesting of the whole trip. We visited the Basilica in Covadonga. We are on our way to the Basilica of St. Mary, the very one you see behind me. And just look at that stunning landscape with the mountains and the fog. I would say it's almost heavenly, as is the building itself. This is a very important place in the religious world. Many sick people come here to ask the Virgin Mary to be healed. And here is the statue of Pelayo, the one who managed to defeat the Muslims and take Spain back from them. Legend has it that the Virgin Mary appeared to him in the cave, and it was she who helped him in this battle. Let's go see the cave. So I have been in the cave where I have seen the tomb of Pelayo and where the Virgin Mary appeared to him. These are very important figures in Spain's history. As I said, according to the legend, Pelayo saw the Virgin Mary and this gave him courage in that great battle, and he stopped the expansion of the Muslims to the north. The victory in this battle was the beginning of the Christian reconquest of Spain, known as the Reconquista, And although it is still more legend than truth, many historians agree on the date of the beginning, May 28th, 722. Although there are those who disagree, since much of the Iberian Peninsula was still under Muslim rule for many years after that. We stopped for lunch at a restaurant, Vista Alegre. And look, they claim to have the best fabada in the world. Let's see if it's true. The restaurant itself is very cozy, and it's right on the beach. Look at that view! Finally, we've been served the best fabada in the world. Let's ask our guide Angel to taste it and tell us his opinion. It's so delicious that I'd rather keep eating it than record a video. We are at Fito Lookout, and it's a really cool place because on one side we can see the sea, and on the other side, the Picos Europa mountain range. Well, we have reached the very top. Here are the Picos Europa. Now we can start going back down. The toughest can try to conquer this mountain on a bicycle. By the way, this is where the famous cyclist Indurain ended his career. They say that during the ascent, he got very tired and was unable to go on. So he decided to quit the race and then retired forever. For hikers, there is a route to get here from Riva de Sella. Here it is on the map. There are a lot of cows up here, and I've already stepped in their poop twice. I hope it will bring me good luck and this video gets 1,000 likes. Look, the cow confirms it! Finally, our last stop in Asturias is the Michelin star restaurant El Corral de India. Let's take a look. In my opinion, this is the best restaurant we've been to on our entire tour of Spain. When they found out we were filming for this channel, they suggested we talk to the chef himself. Now we're going to go into the kitchen and talk to the chef. Can you tell me about how this restaurant was founded and why it's called El Corral de India, the Indian's backyard? We opened it in June 1996. We already had another very small restaurant about 50 meters away, and since it was doing very well, we wanted to move up a notch and open something bigger. So we moved into this lovely building. It used to be the town pharmacy, but by then it had been closed for 10 years. As for the name, the Indian's Backyard, we just had to give the restaurant some kind of name. And those people who went to America many years after Columbus had discovered it and who got rich were known as Indians here. There are many examples of that period in the local architecture. Our building was the humblest of all the Indians' buildings. But there's a very beautiful mansion next to us. Have you seen it yet? No, we haven't. Let me show it to you. Let's go! The houses of the Indians is something I had no idea about before this video was made. As it turns out, they were the homes of people who made their fortune in America during the Gilded Age, after Columbus had discovered it in 1492. For example, this mansion belongs to the Cuban Indian who built it after returning to Spain with lots of gold, and it is well preserved to this day. After learning a little more about the restaurant itself and the Indian mansion next door, it was time to start eating. Ice cream and salad, and the weird thing is, it's delicious. This soup is made with cauliflower, penny buns, and truffles. Let's give it a try. I'm about to dip a bun in the milk mixture like I was told to. I'm already full to the brim, and we've just been told that we've only tasted half of the entire menu so far. Well, we keep eating. I feel sorry for our viewers who are on a diet because you're probably very jealous of me right now. Let's try this dish. Cheers, gentlemen. I'm about to try a macaroon filled with local sausage, another combination I could never have imagined. We were given a taste of sparkling cider, which is like a mixture of cider and champagne. Just like everything else here, perfect. There's not much else to say. We were told they change their menu every fortnight. I don't even know where they get the imagination to invent dishes like this so often. It's unbelievable. There's also a small garden inside this restaurant, which is perfect for dining under the moonlight in the summer. Well, we have finally finished our dinner. We ate non-stop for 2.5 hours, and it was the first time I've ever eaten at a Michelin star restaurant, and I have to say, I loved it. I would even venture to say it was the best restaurant I've ever eaten at in my entire life. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed this dinner. If you want to see more videos like this, please like it and subscribe to our channel, because we'll have more videos coming out soon from different countries and different places. Well, bye for now. See you all soon.